David, we're men. That means a few things. We like to ship the door open. We talk about pussy. We go on riverboat gambling trips. We make our own beef jerky. That's what we do. And now that is all wrecked.
We've never done any of those things. Sorry, I'm stuttering.
Yeah, you know what?
Step Brothers.
When you're trying to quote the great Richard Jenkins character, Dr. Robert
Nobody
Dobak.
can match that performance.
No.
Nobody.
No.
There's truly nobody.
What the fuck happened? Hey!
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 You guys think Dr. Robert Dobak NV likes, you think he likes Stewart's root beer?
I think you would.
Oh,
I know
well,
I like Stewart's root beer.
I know I do.
a cold bottled beverage on a hot summer
Ooh,
day.
it's hot.
It's
We changed our
amazing.
location.
Hot. This is the first ever sunroom pod.
Yes. Hot. Oh, look at that.
I didn't even have a good way to transition
Let's
into
get a cheers.
We have a new location.
Just for
Yeah,
the
Maybe. Yeah.
throughout the summer.
Indefinitely.
It's
gonna
good
cheers.
cheers.
I like it.
Nice.
I'm liking the.
It's nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we might not want a January pod in here, but we're getting into the summer.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
All
Good
right.
cheers,
boys. Oh yeah, that's a good root beer.
It's a short, thick bottle,
Great root beer.
cold brew draft.
Root beer
Contents
out of a glass bottle is
The
just
way
like
to
this.
drink it. It's the same with like Coca-Cola.
It's the way to
Anything
drink.
out of glass bottles.
Contents under pressure. Bottle may burst, causing eye or other serious.
Is
injuries. Be
glass
careful.
just the best way of drinking anything?
Let's put these bottles under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe fountain.
Fountain.
Besides fountain, something that you can buy at a store.
Yeah, probably glass.
Glass.
What else
Gloss.
even is there? Like paper?
Love a good gloss
Styrofoam?
bottle.
Would you rather
A
drink
can, a bottle, 2 liter.
if with like a water cooler? There's like a paper cup or like the little cone.
Yeah.
Oh, those.
That's
Majestic.
fine.
A good gloss.
Those always just
A
make
nice
me.
freezing cold water out of a
Gloss.
paper cone.
They just make me think of The Incredibles. There's the Die Hard with a Vengeance bit where I'm thirsty. I'm just getting
Like it?
a drink.
It's good.
It's all right. Can I taste like syrup?
It does have
I think it's sappy.
You know,
It tastes
I
exactly.
know what you're talking about.
It tastes like carbonated water, cane sugar, caramel color, sodium.
It's got that caramel.
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
at.
Natural and artificial flavor,
Yeah,
citric
but it's
acid,
sappy.
extract.
That's it.
That's
I
sappy.
don't even know how to pronounce that. Yucca extract.
Yucca. Never heard of that.
It's got to be the sap.
It's gotta be
Frisco
Yeah.
yucca
That's
tree.
the sap.
that.
The sap of the yucca tree.
The sap.
Guys, I regret to inform you there are 0 grams of protein in this.
Damn it.
I thought we
We're
were
gonna have to
both-
max later.
Brother.
I couldn't think of any like drink that's related to Step Brothers, so I just fucking I was like I was looking in this. I was in the store and I was looking in like these, like this aisle, and I was like these kind of at this point have all blended together for me. Where like we've had so many, like cream soda, orange cream soda, and like different brands. I
Yeah.
didn't see Stewart's. I'm just like,
Shirley Temple.
just fuck it.
Good choice.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
enjoying it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
You can't go wrong with root beer.
You never can. Unless it's K&W.
KW's the
A&W's
best
the
root beer.
best. I thought you were Barks.
I'm Barks.
Yeah, I was gonna
Bars?
say mug.
Barks just tastes like it's fresh out of the barrel every time.
I think root beer.
I like root beer.
Root beer is
Probably the worst.
overall probably number 2. Maybe
What's
besides,
number
I think
one?
Dr. Pepper would be number 1. Especially cherry Dr. Pepper.
I'm going root beer over Dr. Pepper, I think.
I'm a cola guy. I like
Yep,
Classic.
in there.
Classic
Coke.
That's cool.
classic Coke.
Coke.
Fountain.
Oh,
Mm. I bet they love them.
you're my new stepdad.
Rich in
You're
flavor.
unbelievable. I've been watching Hacks, and Deborah Vance has a fountain in her kitchen just for Diet Coke.
That's sick.
Diet Coke has
I want that.
Diet Coke has
That
a
could be
real
interesting.
cult.
If you
Yeah,
have
I get really
disgusting.
unhealthy.
a fountain in your house, how bad? Like, do you think it's different than a restaurant? Like,
No, as long as you're
wise,
as long as you're keeping up with the,
Changing wise?
Like,
like
cleaning it.
changing the pipes, cleaning.
as long as you're
Why would
giving
it
it
be
the
any
proper
different?
maintenance.
No, I doubt it.
No, it wouldn't be any
Same
different.
exact way.
I could
Let's get
build,
one.
but I could build one.
We should
I
actually.
definitely.
What do you just said? Like buy the bags for it?
Yeah,
How does it come? Is it
yeah,
getting in bags? Well, yeah, like all the lines and stuff. But like, how is it actually dispensed? Like, is it a bag?
I wonder if it's like
Yeah,
a
it's,
barrel.
it's bags.
Bags.
Well, it's like bags of syrup, and then that mixes with like
Ah.
the
Mhm.
whatever.
The stuff in
Yeah.
So
the
does
machine.
Dispenser Depot.
How much are
How
they?
much are they?
Like $4,000.
Yeah, but I don't remember ever changing it.
$4,000.
You'd have to hook like the
Oh.
goes up to the syrup bag, and then that would.
So yeah, it's expensive.
We should
yeah.
we should definitely get one.
I'll look into it.
That'd be insane. How
I can
much?
go like right
Like
over there.
$4,000.
$4,000.
Yeah.
$1,000.
That's
Oh, I
for
can
one.
find
$1,500 for one spout.
That's for like the
One
machine.
dispenser.
Oh, so for like the Sixers or whatever.
How
If we
much?
want to get 4 of them, it's 4,000.
How much do you think it is for the upkeep on it? Like the bags and the syrup and the.
Yeah, it's probably
Is that just the machine alone or the line? I'm sure it's like a whole bundle.
Excuse
You get the lines and you get everything
Yeah,
included.
yeah.
You just have to buy the
You
syrup.
just you gotta hook up the actual drink of choice.
Right.
No.
That's gotta be a few hundred though. Those bags are probably upscaled like crazy.
Yeah, because it holds a lot.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Well, I don't really have a good transition into Step Brothers, but I don't know.
I bet
could
they
hug.
like root beer. I really.
Who
bet
you
they
think-
liked it.
You think Brennan or Dale's a root beer guy?
Probably Dale.
Oh yeah, Dale.
Dale's
For
drinking
sure.
Dale's a root beer.
I really like the amount of ketchup. I'm not a ketchup guy, but abusing the shit out of the bottle.
Dale,
I
that's
like
enough.
it.
I like it.
Take a picture of last one. Step Brothers. I'm gonna start with you, Jack, and we're gonna go around. Is this the best Ferrell McKay vehicle out of that run from Anchorman all the way to the other guys? Or you've I know you're a big Talladega guy.
I love Talladega. I would probably. It's hard. We did the bracket yesterday. It's hard to choose between Talladega and Step Brothers.
Mhm.
But just rewatching Step Brothers, I think I find myself laughing a little bit more at Step Brothers. Like it just.
Step Brothers is so
consistently.
ridiculous.
So I think I'll have to go Step Brothers. Yeah, probably the best.
I'm gonna say Step Brothers too. We watched Step Brothers last night together.
We did.
And we watched Talladega not too long ago, and
And I've seen both of them more times than
both are so hilarious. But like, I found myself laughing from beginning to end of Step Brothers,
Yeah.
and then like there's just a lot of parts of Talladega Nights that I laughed at, but not from beginning to end.
Like
Talladega has more of a story,
Yeah.
if you can call it that.
Yeah.
You know,
More than Step Brothers.
his life hits
Yeah,
rock
clearly,
bottom.
though.
Yeah, Step Brothers is kind of just a series of bits.
Yes.
And it's great.
So-
Step Brothers, not just out of the Adam McKay works, which would be like Anchorman, Talladega, Step Brothers, other guys, Anchorman 2. It's my favorite Will Ferrell movie. Just full stop. That includes Elf, Kicking and Screaming.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm with you there.
What was that?
Daddy's Home.
Daddy's Home, Megamind, you know, Old School. This is my favorite one. Billy?
Yeah, I would agree with that. This is definitely, I think, the best. On
Ferrell.
Ferrell McKay. It's on top. It's not on top of Ferrell for me. I'm a Kicking and Screaming. Love
I
it.
love Kicking and Screaming.
I think it's hilarious, but this one is. I mean, this is like adult kicking and screaming almost
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
the
Mine is
terms of
Mike Dick.
absurdity.
Mm-hmm. Pat, I assume you're the
Favorite Will
Anchorman.
Ferrell
though?
movie is Anchorman.
Anchorman.
So, Pat, we all went Step Brothers. Pat went Anchorman.
Anchorman.
I mean, you can't really go wrong with
Yeah,
any of them.
I
Anchorman's
mean,
an all-time
Anchorman's
classic. I really love Talladega Nights.
Yep.
I love other guys, dude.
Other guys are good.
Wahlberg is
Frank
hilarious
Costello.
in that movie.
Wahlberg's really good. Michael Keaton's really good. He just keeps doing the TLC quotes and he doesn't know what he's doing. Anchorman 2 is kind of underrated at this point.
Anchorman 2.
I remember when it came out and some people were like, I'm disappointed because like they probably set up in their head these expectations.
It's pretty long.
It is way too. There's like a section where he's blind and living in
Yeah.
a lighthouse, and it's like, all right, we probably could have trimmed a
Yeah,
little
what
bit of
are we
this.
doing here?
But
Yeah.
some of the stuff in Anchorman 2 really sucks.
Champ.
David Koechner is fucking
Hilarious.
hilarious. He's a funny guy. This chicken restaurant, just good stuff. Adam McKay, an interesting figure. If you look at his filmography, it's a bunch of Will Ferrell movies at the start. Anchorman 2 is the last one. Then he does The Big Short in 2015 and wins an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay, which is really funny to think that the guy who made Step Brothers in one of his films contains Will Ferrell's ball sack on a drum was a man who accepted an Oscar. And then he's kind of just been doing like satirical political dramas since then. I really like The Big Short. I think that's a good one. It's got a loaded cast.
Yeah, right. Gosling.
Gosling, Bale, Carell,
Carell.
Pitt. And then there's a bunch of people, like Margot Robbie shows up for 2
Yeah.
seconds. Selena Gomez and Anthony Bourdain.
And he shows up in the kitchen.
And then he did Vice with Christian Bale again. I never saw that one. Bale played Dick Cheney, and then Don't Look Up was the most recent.
Don't Look Up.
Is he working on anything now? That we know.
I don't know. I'm sure he's got something stewing.
Yeah, he's
Has he said anything about not doing comedies? He's like,
I mean, even his movies still have like slightly
Yeah.
comedic element. Like Don't Look Up is a big satire.
Mhm.
It makes sense because it was a Netflix movie, but like it felt very Netflix, even though it had some of the biggest actors in the world. Like the cast for that
It's
movie was
crazy,
actually
yeah.
crazy.
insane.
Leo, Jennifer Lawrence, Timothy Chalamet, Kate Blanchett's in there,
Mhm.
Kid Cudi, Ariana Grande, Mark Rylance. Like, wait, Pat, I know you've seen it. Has the rest of you guys seen Don't Look Up?
I've
seen it.
I don't really remember it.
I
I saw it one time.
I saw it once. I saw it in the theater,
Hmm.
even though it was Netflix. They gave it. It was their
Short.
big Oscar movie
Yeah.
that year. They gave it a short window, and yeah. I as much as I like The Big Short and think it's a really good movie, his comedy work just really. Him and Ferrell, I think, just tapped into something really special.
Mhm.
And speaking of Ferrell and another person tapping into something special, John C. Reilly. Those two together, they've only done 2 movies because Holmes and Watson didn't happen.
Holmes and Watson. I
Walk hard.
Hard.
I have
I love
tried.
that card.
I have
Walk Hard is so
attempted
great.
to watch that in 3 separate times.
It's up to 3.
And have not gotten more than halfway through.
I
Every
gotta
single time.
watch it. I was
Braun Strowman's
interested
in
when
it,
we
right?
started it, and then it was turned off.
There's
Think
nothing
he's in it?
interesting.
Is Braun Strowman in it?
Yeah, I need like wrestle them, like some trash wrestling.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, so if those two ever want to collab again, because between Ricky Bobby and Cal Nutt Jr., Brennan Huff and Del Dobek, I think 2 of them have some of the best comedic on-screen chemistry. For me, like those 2 just make me laugh. They do. We still.
Pet,
It's right there.
assault
What am I
this
gonna
poor
do?
guy.
I can't just ignore it.
You want him to go away?
Yeah.
Good job, Billy.
Nice work.
See, now he's in the cushion on the seat.
Yeah, he went in the cushion. He'll be back.
What
Like,
about
go the other
Spider-Man? You want to be Peter Parker?
I do, but I don't want to get the bite. I'd just rather.
I would rather just have the pot.
Have a talk.
I'd risk.
You gotta eat your vegetables and get your dessert. Gotta eat some green beans to get the cake.
I guess so.
Thinking.
Yeah,
Mhm.
No handouts in life. So obviously, I'm sure you guys know this because we just talked about him a bunch. But this movie was directed by a guy named Adam McKay,
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Really?
He's a good guy.
and it stars Will Ferrell, stars John C. Reilly, stars Richard Jenkins, stars Mary Steenburgen, Adam Scott's in here, Catherine Hahn's in here, Rob Riggle.
Rob Riggle.
He appears. We'll talk about him later.
Mhm.
Oh, will. Oh, I have him. He's one of those guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If he's in something like he just make like 21 Jump Street, he's amazing.
Yeah, this makes it better.
It was released on July 25th, 2008, same day as The X-Files: I Want to Believe. It was the second film based on this television series from the 90s, The X-Files, starring David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson. There was a movie. I don't know when the first one came out, but another. But what I find more interesting than this movie coming out on the same day as The X-Files second movie, what surrounded this movie. This is a week after The Dark Knight, a week before Pineapple Express, and 2 weeks before Tropic Thunder.
Oh my
That's
god.
That is a loaded
That
run.
That's freaking insane. And then I think in the same month, Jack, a movie I know you really like, Hancock.
Oh, Hancock's hilarious.
Dude,
is.
so you
The
could have,
theaters were bombed.
yeah, like from July to August 2008, could have seen Hancock, Dark Knight, Pineapple Express, Step Brothers.
That's
Whoa,
insane.
Too
How many
busy being
times
6
have
years
we
old.
gone?
What's that?
How many times have we gone?
I probably would have seen Dark Knight like 5 times. Like if that came out now, that's one of my most rewatched movies just in general. I can't imagine seeing it theatrically for the first time.
Can you think of a better month?
Yeah, I mean that.
I don't
actually
know.
is Insane. No,
This was a really
that is
good comedy year because even aside from that, like Forgetting Sarah Marshall came out this year. There was another Will Ferrell movie that's a little less popular, but I really like Semi Pro.
I love semi-pro.
That was
So
also an
funny.
08. Like
Jackie Moon.
this was the 2000s, like the 2005 to 8 range. I feel like they're just cranking out great comedies. Like 4-Year-Old Virgin probably kicks it off, and like Wedding Crashers. Those are both in like the summer of 05. And
Think about,
the
like,
Judd Apatow movies just keep coming out.
Think about how many like ideas they've had that they've just.
Well, that's an excellent segue because the only real production note I had on this movie, the first rough draft of this script, written by McKay and Ferrell, was 180 pages. Each page is generally 1 minute, so in their heads there was a 3-hour Step Brothers.
What do you even do?
This
for
movie clocks in at
another
98
hour and a
minutes.
half to watch it.
Yeah.
Oh my
It'd just be
More than an
fucking
hour and a half.
bits. There was a great oral history on this movie on The Ringer that I was reading last night, and they had like interviews with Adam McKay and all the cast, and even down to like the kid who plays Chris Gardocki. Like they got like everyone that they could like find to just ask questions about, and McKay or someone was saying that there was like a whole like scripted bit where like I don't even remember, like they convince themselves that there's an intruder in the house, so then they like tell Nancy and Robert that there's an intruder, and like it's a whole set piece, and then there's not, and they're pissed off, and then they're like, can we just go to SeaWorld? And they do, and like it was all written. There's a whole like sequence at SeaWorld. Like they just I think when they wrote the script, they're just riffing ideas.
Yes.
I would have loved to
Just be in their room.
So that stuff was just in like the screenplay.
Like the
Nobody
first
had
rough
it.
draft, not the final one.
Yeah.
But like
I'd love to
That's
see them
wild.
at SeaWorld.
So would I.
that.
I'd like to
was
see them out in a public area like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we don't. Now that I think about it, we don't get it too much in this, and when we do, they're getting beaten up by children.
Only like the interviews and then
Yeah.
Like that whole
Catalina
sequence.
the wedding.
But see them at a grocery store would be funny.
Yeah, Catalina wine.
Well,
for
we
the
do
wedding.
see-
Yes, Will Ferrell.
In the Act Your Age montage, when they're like getting jobs in their own apartments, we do see Will Ferrell triumphantly leaving Costco with a bunch of toilet paper, and he goes
40 roller.
after he had to succumb to washing his ass in the sink.
The
Ferrell
bath.
man.
Yeah.
That was
It's so
reading
gross.
Montel Williams before bed at 8:43 p.m.
What would you guys do in that situation?
I don't know.
Are you using the rug?
No.
No.
What are you using?
I don't know.
I don't want to
I'll
ever
find a
be in
towel.
that
I'll
situation.
probably just get in the shower.
Or that.
He did in a way.
Paper towels.
Yeah, I probably honestly would. Because like, if you're alone, then what are you doing?
Yeah,
I
you
guess I
can't.
could
You
call
can't.
one of you guys.
Tissues, paper towels.
The
You
guys
just have to
really
get
need
up.
help here.
Just get up and walk.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, assuming it's such a big deal that he got like the big boy pack of toilet paper, he probably didn't have any more in his house. It's not like he had to like walk over and like grab another roll. Like,
Yeah.
You had none.
Zero.
he was bone dry.
He didn't even check. Like he just like.
Yeah, he was like,
Oh yeah.
Zero essentials.
Yeah.
Ferrell.
That's the worst. That's
This is a weird prompt, but it just came to me. Who do you think is more prone? What male comedian movie star of like the 2000s and 90s for the other guy, I guess, but like that era was more prone to showing their ass? Will Ferrell or Adam Sandler? I feel like both.
I feel like it's Will Ferrell.
I think it's Will Ferrell too.
I think Will Ferrell, like, he enjoys doing that.
Yeah.
I
He's a
can
bit of an
remember
exhibitionist.
Will Ferrell ass scenes in my head.
Old
Not
old
so
school,
much.
probably most prominent.
Yeah, not so much with Adam. What Adam Sandler examples are there?
There's the opening montage of Happy Gilmore when he's going through all the jobs. He's like, and I was a plumber, and the camera like zooms in on his ass crack.
Oh yeah, yes, there is.
Wait, what was that one that we were so confused about? We had to rewind it. Oh no, that was Happy Gilmore, but it wasn't Adam Sandler.
Was there someone's ass?
There's
Oh,
someone's
like
ass.
the caddy, the hobo.
caddy.
Yeah.
We were like, what? Just that random shot. We were like, what was that?
Or I feel like there's some asses in like Click or Grown Ups, but in Grown Ups there's so many of them. Maybe he had one. Maybe Kevin James got to do it. I just feel like there's asses. Maybe Zohan. Did Zohan have it?
Probably.
He catches something in his butt, the fish.
That was another 08. Zohan.
Yeah.
That must have been Zohan.
catches the fish in his butt.
Yeah, it's probably
Something.
Ferrell.
He was catching a lot of stuff in his butt that movie, I think.
They kept the PG-13 rating with all that asshole play.
And then the scene when they're in the
So
hair
what?
salon, like the whole building
Yeah.
shaking.
Wait, what happened?
When they're in the hair salon, all the whole building shaking, and all the hair products are like falling off the wall and everything like that.
So when was the haircut one?
That's
That
not
whole
their
movie was-
PG-13
That whole movie
movie.
was some sex, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
PG-13.
That's insane.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Step
Oh my
Brothers was not.
gosh.
No,
Thank you,
yeah.
2008.
It was a different time.
Thank you, 2008, for giving us
I guess,
that.
but that movie's pretty like straight up.
That is.
I remember that being like a very vulgar movie
Yeah.
watching it when I was younger. I was like,
Yeah.
this is like,
Yeah, this is. Yeah, because we were. I mean, I don't know if you saw it in 2008, but we were 6 years old when it came out.
I didn't see it in
I-
2008.
I didn't see it until very recently. I always knew
2010.
about it, but
Yeah.
yeah, this was just a great comedy movie era. Because then you also like, you had like I just mentioned those two, but then you had your Seth Rogens, your Jonah Hills, and all that. Like, Superbad's the year before. Like I said, Pineapple Express is a week later. Tropic Thunder, Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller doesn't really do a lot of ass play, but does anyone does anyone like get put down more than him in his movie? Like I feel like
don't
people
know.
are always just shit.
He's
on him.
always
always
like
been chill.
Or getting hurt.
Outside of
Yeah.
like Zoolander, he's pretty much like
Going through it.
abused and everything.
Meet the
But
Parents.
he's great at it.
No,
yeah.
I
One of
think
his
that,
strong suits.
like Meet the Parents, like nothing, and Meet the Fockers, like De Niro's just like fucking with them the whole time, and he's just trying to make a good impression.
Night at the museum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like
Loses his kid.
I feel like
Yeah.
he's always getting hurt. I feel like in any one of his movies, there's a scene where he goes like
In the middle of a wrestling ring.
He got figured forward by what, Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah.
Because he didn't put him in Mystery Men. Night at the Museum, I can think immediately. He gets like bitten by the monkey in the nose. He's like, Tropic Thunder, he gets tortured by Flaming Dragon.
There's something about married dog scene.
He gets his dick caught in his zipper in the beginning, and there's something about marrying. And Keith David is like, boy, what are you doing?
He's got a good aura for like most of Dodgeball until in the credits when he's just
Yeah.
like 600 pounds heavier. It's just binging food.
What did
So he
White
put down
Goodman
the gap.
have like some odd, like, was he just into food? Because there's a scene where he's like shoving the slice of pizza down his pants almost, and then like someone walks in on him.
Mhm.
Is he just like he's had to avoid it for so long because he's a fitness guru? But like his
Yeah,
secret love is
His food.
No, yeah, he loves food. Yeah, that's somehow. Yeah, because he's shaking his boobs at the end.
that's another one of those guys in this era, Vince Vaughn.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I was thinking of him. Yeah.
The like 3-year stretch, like 03 to 06, where he does Old School, Dodgeball, Wedding Crashers, Breakup. He was on fire.
Yeah.
Wes Mantooth, a small role in Anchorman. But I think of this whole era, my two favorites came out 2 weeks apart. I think Step Brothers and Tropic
That
Thunder
is
are my two
insane.
favorites.
It's insane.
Because they're like both two of my favorite comedies ever. And I like them for very different reasons. Well, one, they both just make me laugh. But I like Tropic Thunder for being like a pretty ruthless satire on Hollywood and everything. But Step Brothers is just a couple guys dicking around. And as from what I was reading in the oral history, a lot of the shooting of this movie was very. I mean, the Ferrell McKay movies are always improv heavy, but with this one, it seemed like they were really just like they're just in this house and just let them do whatever they want. Because I think Talladega was a bit of a more complicated shoot because they're at these racetracks and it's hot, it's loud. And I think with Step Brothers, they kind of wanted to just like go back to basics a little bit.
Just have one.
Yeah.
And you could tell they were happy.
You can
Oh.
in these interviews I read with like Mary Steenburgen or Catherine Hahn or Adam Scott, they're just like, I don't think I've ever had a film shoot quite like this. It's just riffing all day.
It's probably just was so easy.
I wonder like how many different versions of scenes there are. If they're like all just like improvising a lot, like the Catherine Hahn, John C. Reilly first meeting. Like how many different versions of that do you think there are before they landed on I want to roll you up into a ball? I don't want to say
I remember there was a bunch of takes of Derek. They had Derek saying a bunch of things when he was like, didn't cook 20 minutes. Like,
Oh, really?
There's like a bunch of him. Like,
They landed on the fucking best.
Yeah,
the best
I
one.
agree.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Derek!
There's a couple
Oh,
good ones in there. We'll have to watch
Derek
it
and
after.
Derek and Sack from Wedding Crashers are in the finals for my favorite
Oh my
movie
God.
douchebags.
Just
I
right there.
fucking love Derek Huff. He's always got his his Bluetooth in his
Yeah.
driving a Range Rover,
Yeah.
just such a douche.
Yeah.
Missed his mom's wedding to go fishing with Mark Cuban. Super Chef
Not
Bobby
just
Flay.
the
Super Chef
Not just the
Bobby Flay.
cubes. See you on the fairway, bitches. Scarface.
Shut this shit down, D-man.
Yeah, what was he gonna do?
Yeah.
Like, if he was like shut this down,
Shut this down.
like is Randy just like his enforcer?
I feel like he would have like went up, tried to like, all right,
Choke
and then he
him.
would just throw a punch.
Yeah,
He's like, all right.
Yeah, get like Brennan.
I can see him.
Yeah.
Get on my
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the douchebag friends.
Yeah.
I feel like he's a little more ruthless. I feel like he's a ball tapper.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
a swift knee in the
Knee right
nuts.
in the balls, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like.
So it comes up to him like, okay,
Yeah, I feel like
Everyone starts laughing.
I feel like he's gonna walk up, be like, "All right, boys, like try to play friend for a second, maybe like a quick punch to Dale in the face, and then like a knee to Brennan's nuts."
Like,
yeah.
pokes him in the eye. Something's like this. Punch him for a second.
What do you want, Brennan? This is my online poker time. He's eating a man's penis in international waters. What do you think? Like, do you think after that happened, there was like the gray area where they're like, "Fuck," are they like, are we gonna face charges for this? And they're like, it's shaky international waters. But he was happy to talk about it after,
Mhm.
like Kobayashi. All right, might as well get into the categories now. We touched briefly on just.
What? So you guys have like nostalgia for this movie?
I do.
I have like no nostalgia for this movie. I still really enjoy it. Like what are you guys' earliest memories with this movie?
I remember when I saw it for the first time. Like I didn't see it when I was like super young, but I was probably like 12.
I remember being when I was seeing it for the first time. I was like, "This is like I should not be watching this." This is
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, when you
Like, I
see
thought like I
when
was
you
so.
see Ferrell's balls on the drum,
Yeah.
you're like, I've graduated.
No, that's the only production note I have is that those
Not Will Ferrell's
those
balls.
are prosthetic, but they cost $25,000.
Jesus
That's ridiculous.
Christ! So like
You probably get those
$25,000
paid
of this
for
I wonder
movie,
where those are.
roughly 30. The Smithsonian,
For your actual.
the Academy Museum.
Probably somewhere like that.
I think my
I
earliest
hope-
memory of watching the first time watching this movie was with my brothers. They were like, "All right, we're gonna show you Step Brothers." They're like, "Yeah, he's old enough. We can show him Step Brothers."
But like you were not old enough.
Maybe
No.
in like
Yeah,
12,
no,
13.
When I saw this
exact
first,
same.
I think I had already seen Anchorman and Talladega. So I was, and obviously Elf. So like I was really familiar with, Ferrell in his game.
When did Blades of Glory come out?
07.
That was like my first Ferrell that I was like, really, really into.
Not like Elf as like a youngin.
I guess I wouldn't say like I'm not
Yeah.
crushing it. You know
For
what I mean?
for me, it would have been
Derogatory.
Yeah.
for
Not family friendly.
Yeah.
yeah, because I was gonna say then mine is kicking and
Mine's
screaming.
most definitely Elf, but no, without that, it's Blades of Glory. Like, I had that on repeat it was like 5-year-old problem.
I have an early memory with this
Chaz
movie,
Michael
big time.
This
Okay.
one?
Remember, probably 2010-ish, old thrift store called A Plus. You guys remember?
I
it?
remember that place.
I remember me and my mom were there. I was like, I knew who Will Ferrell was. I've seen Elf. I was probably like 8 years old-ish. I was like, oh, can I get this movie? They were selling it like used DVDs. The cashier tells my mom that movie's not inappropriate for him.
Oh,
And I couldn't get it.
Imagine,
That's how- that's how
imagine
me
you
and
get
GCA.
home though.
That,
Or Black Ops
Wait, so
1.
Jenny must not have known your mom. Should not have known. I mean, must not have known what it was then, right?
probably no idea.
Yeah, saying like
Because the
imagine
cashier was like,
imagine,
Yeah,
she-
imagine
the cashier
throwing
doesn't
that
say
out.
anything, and then you bring it home and throw it on.
That was me
I
and
know,
Jenny
like,
at
oh,
Black
this
Ops
is a
1. The
interesting-
GameStop employee said, "Is he going to be playing it?" They were like, "Yeah." They were like, "We can't tell
Oh.
you. It's inappropriate." We're like, "Come on."
I think my parents
You know
rented
what
it from
your parents-
Blockbuster.
Yeah, they were like, they were like, "We can't sell it to you."
who was gonna buy it?
I think my mom. They wouldn't give it to us.
How's that legal?
It's not. It's
That's
not appropriate.
bullshit. If you're
It's not
doing that,
appropriate.
fuck.
They said it's not appropriate for him to be playing that.
Like if the parent goes up and
She's
says,
like, "Okay,
"Then who are you to say that?"
right."
I'm gonna raise
Yeah.
my child how I want.
So Is it illegal for kids to play M-rated video games or just to buy them?
Well,
mean, you
if
can't
it was
track
if
them.
it was a crime to play them,
I don't
then-
think it's a crime. Yeah,
It is.
and
So it's just legal to
Yeah.
purchase.
I think so.
So like alcohol, it's illegal to drink
Well,
below 21.
alcohol and Call of Duty Black Ops are
Yeah,
a
far
little
different.
different.
Like it's illegal to sell an M-rated game.
I would assume.
Is it
it's-
illegal or is it
I
just
think
store
it's-
policy?
It may just be like restriction.
I think it's
Restricted.
illegal.
Is it?
Wow.
It might be.
good
Yeah.
question.
There's
I don't know
like
if there's a
think of
law.
like GTA 5.
Oh yeah.
There's like boobs and stuff in that game, so it's like
I actually think when I was buying GTA 5, they questioned my dad, and my dad just said it was for him.
What a
That's what you
baller.
gotta do.
Yeah.
What a
yeah.
king.
So like
It was not.
Cashier was just like,
It
yeah,
wasn't-
no.
it was-
yeah,
wasn't
like
that
if like a
funny.
kid walked in and tried to
My dad has
buy
never
GTA
played
5 and like, oh, look, you're probably gonna show ID.
I remember one time when I was a teenager, I was trying to buy Fight Club at Best Buy on Blu-ray, and I was like 15, and the guy was like, "I need to see ID." I was like, "Oh, okay." I just put it back. I was like, "This is fucking horseshit."
Getting ID. Getting ID for a
I'd
movie
seen the
purchase.
film numerous times.
It's the worst.
I had it on DVD. I wanted.
I'll give me the damn movie.
They do that at
I'm a Fincher head.
Walmart. Like if you buy like an R-rated movie at Walmart. I think.
Really?
At like self checkout.
Like it automatically.
It's so weird.
Oh,
It's
like,
like look,
Like,
look
like
at.
some.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Come on.
I drove here.
It pops up on the
I'm a
I
bald
think
age.
Target does that. I think everybody does that.
So
You just can't buy it under 21. Right? It's not 18, I think it's 21.
I think it might be 18.
I think it's 18
Oh, okay.
for movies.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I just want to watch Boogie Nights. You know.
Red tape.
which it should be 17.
It should be.
That's how. Yeah, like you can see it at
You
17.
can't buy it.
Let the
you-
kids have some fun.
Mike Dicker, what a guy.
That's very well for them. Yeah.
We'll do that eventually.
Oh,
I'm sure.
Oh, I'm so excited
Oh,
for
yeah.
that.
Nobody's smoking.
We gotta smoke cigars when we do
Yeah.
it.
Oh, we
Juice
have to.
box. Oh
Outside,
my
pot
god.
around the table.
Cigars and juice box.
Yeah, drink has to be juice box.
Juice
Whoever
box
has
and
it.
cigars.
Just do one.
Whoever
Juice
has
boxes
it.
and cigars.
Will Ferrell's birthday. We'd be burning through a lot of big ones very quickly.
You
But
don't have to do all
Will
the big
Ferrell's
ones.
birthday.
Pick
We
the
Will
need
big ones and
It's
it's just
screaming.
Will Ferrell's birthday is July 16th.
Dude, do we think
Oh,
July
yeah.
will?
We might have to do kicking and screaming for.
We'll do at least
That'd be
one
perfect.
fest.
Yeah, we'll
We
talk
will
about it.
finish the two in the next two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will
I think
Ferrell
we'll
birthday
have one.
month.
We
Kicking
won't
and
have one
screaming
for July.
on his birthday week.
Besides, are we doing Rocky 4 for July 4th?
Oh.
Did we say we were doing that?
It's been talked
Or
about.
we just joke?
I
We'll talk about it, but
a couple of
we're
them.
gonna talk
We'll
about
talk. We'll talk.
Rocky 4 might be like 4 hours.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And the movie's like 90 minutes.
We're gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
We need a 2-part episode.
would,
Part 2.
Yeah, they're-
After
the-
back. It's part two.
It would have to. We'd have to divide it into talking about the movie and with Carl and post Carl,
Yeah.
based on what happens to
Yeah.
his character.
Yeah.
Let's get into categories. Best scene. I have a lot of nominees.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's plenty.
My first one is the first dinner
Yeah.
with Dale and Brendan. You know,
Yep.
really eyeing each other up.
Yep.
With the aforementioned ketchup. I like it.
like it.
I like it.
And then,
I do like ketchup.
it's so funny to me when he starts singing. Just the, hey,
Hey.
hey, stop it, Dale, stop it.
Stop it, Dale.
That's cute.
And then
Feels
he's
I
like,
had my
he's like
favorite
crying.
beer. Yeah, it's funny. Last time I heard that, I felt like a dinosaur. He's tearing up. You said a mean thing first. When they're going upstairs and he's just like, "All right, good night, Nancy. I like to have a lot of fresh fruit in the house. Chocolate chips in my pancake." And like right
down.
before this, hey Nancy, can you make me a grilled cheese sandwich? And he's just like,
Sure.
he just wants to see what he can get away with. He's hungry. He has a
Right
right
hand.
hand. He's holding up a sandwich.
He jumps down at it.
He's wearing his Return of the Jedi.
Tucked in.
The tuck that Dale puts on is
Yeah.
so good.
I'm his mother. I've only heard him sing twice. And I don't have this scene in my notes, but I do want to talk about very briefly Brennan has a mangina, because I think it's really funny how it's when Brennan was 17 and Derek was 14, but it's Will Ferrell and Adam Scott
how they are.
He's got like a ponytail.
His
And then-
football buddies.
Will Ferrell has like makeup on his face, like
Yeah,
throws
with
a-
the
You do the
Yeah.
pirate. I'm running as a man.
Like, how do you think Derek organized that? He just got the team. I mean, he's probably
Yeah, probably
Guys,
said,
so
guys.
One old man in the crowd that's going.
yeah, he's going so hard. He's probably watching this like, what the fuck is this? And then Brennan has a mangina. He's like, it's my time. And then like Ferrell looks so like shocked and upset, and he's just like, yeah. Derek went on to win the contest by lip syncing Ice Ice Baby.
It's a great song.
It
It's
Next one I have is one of the more iconic scenes in the movie, the drum set brawl. It's just really funny. Balls are funny. Like, that's not. He asked you not to touch the drums. You're going to put your ball sack on them?
He was just watching Cops.
Yeah.
He didn't touch.
No, he wasn't.
Cops doesn't start until 4.
He's getting choked, and then like yeah, it's like
The kick drum.
It's like in his house.
Yeah, they just destroy the whole house. And then they get outside, and it cuts to Robert, and then it cuts back, and there's a crowd. Ferrell holding a bike.
He's just got a hose.
There seems to be some savage fight between my son and my stepson. He like books
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You will
Some
savage
savage
fucking drywall.
No.
Goes in Robert's wall safe. Fucking
Right.
Robert's wall safe.
What do you think's in there?
This house
Dollar bills.
Planet bullshit.
I'm thinking
Like the boat.
a
keys.
golden gun, possibly, in case you know.
The boat keys.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
The gilded lady can't be sailed by him.
No. And then
No,
like
I
a
haven't
really
seen
expensive
Ferrell.
pair of shoes.
Loafers?
Yeah,
Or just like,
like
some nice dress
very
shoes.
expensive dress shoes. Watches. He's got watches. In
He's
there.
definitely got a watch spinner.
Watches. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Like in the case in the
Oh,
wall
yeah.
safe.
Maybe like Dale's birth certificate.
Yeah. And then like a locket, like necklace with him and like his ex-wife or something, or his
It's his values.
the valuables.
Next one I have.
And when they're fighting on the lawn, you would think somebody would try to stop them.
I'm not getting
Any
Would you?
bystander.
that fucking dog too. I'm not kidding.
Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Mom's got the hose.
Next I have the entire probably like 8-minute stretch of the dinner with Derek, which I still don't have my decision on what mine is, but it might be this.
Before that, I have the whole car scene when they're singing.
I was kind of counting that
Yeah,
too.
when we're
Just
first
our
introduced.
introduction to Derek.
Yeah.
The fucking king.
I
of
hate
douchebags.
it.
No, it's
Flat. So flat.
There's some
I hate that
weird
kid.
looks exchanged between the two kids.
Yeah.
Singing
Yeah.
the GNR.
Yeah, they are on.
Yeah,
They're very
they're looking very lovingly at
It's
each
a little,
other.
little Jamie Lannister-ish.
She's got eyes.
Alright, can we start?
A 1, a 2, oh, and then just a Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh. And then just how much Robert loves him.
Yeah,
I mean,
Robert.
Oh,
He's amazed
He's
by
getting
it.
He's not used to being surrounded by success.
no.
He's not. His
not.
son's an absolute
Failure.
You're
He-
failure. Jaggle.
the way he rushes down the steps to take off his jacket.
Oh my lord!
Oh my
Calm
lord.
down.
She's a saint.
You're next, Mister.
You're gonna write it just for me.
Yeah, and then-
$10,000.
And that this also, so that includes basically like not just the cubes, you know, and like the Arbenina fish big. And damn, what's this guy's deal?
Yeah.
They're pretty big. I'm sorry, I
Sorry,
lost my. Oh, damn it, Dale! I asked him twice not to interrupt. I was asking about the story. Guilty as charged.
With the
stories.
What's the coastline? Where was he fishing?
Oh shit!
Oh man, have you ever been down? Was it to like the Bonito coast?
Yeah. Are you fish big?
I've always wanted to.
You're my new stepdad. You're he's like, Dad, why are you acting so weird? And cuts them just like. And then that also would include the treehouse. Punch me
Yeah.
in the fucking face.
Yeah.
His abs.
all the way up to Dane Cook.
Those are his.
Just smoked a J out of my car a minute ago, and I'm
Feel a little spacey.
Lather these up with cubes.
I made
flowers.
550K last year.
It's not about money.
Oh,
To me,
that's a little bit about the money.
What's up? You're not gonna say hi to me? What's up with that? Hi, Derek. When it cuts to them in the treehouse, like before he comes up, he's like, "You got the mag, and just crinkling it. You're crinkling. You're
I'm
crinkling."
never gonna work for you. Fine.
Totally count for Christmas.
Yeah, he gets his shit clobbered.
And he explicitly
He asked
asked
for
for
it.
it.
Yeah,
too.
he did.
Punch me
In the fucking face.
The sound. It's like- it's such a like. Well,
That's like a cartoon punching a stick of meat sound.
oh, my shoulder.
So does asking like to get punched, does that like disqualify grounds for assault?
Yeah,
You think?
Yeah,
I think so.
You were clearly asking for it.
Yeah.
But if
He
he
was.
if it was
He
like,
won.
if he took him to court, would the court rule against him? Be like,
Yeah, I
you
feel like-
asked for it, you know,
No, they.
automatically.
I mean, there's
No.
probably no proof.
Yeah, there's no.
He can just be like, I didn't ask for it.
Oh, there's a
Or they
witness.
just gave it to me.
And then
Yeah.
Dal could be like, I didn't punch you.
There's a witness.
Next, I have the schoolyard brawl, Chris Sardaki. I was wondering, and I don't know if I ever had this thought the first time I saw it. Look, Mr. Gardaki, you just leave us alone. Like, when, how did this happen the first time?
Yeah.
I was trying to think of it because, like, it's obviously a recurring thing when he's like, I can't go down that street right now, he's out. But, like, the first time it happened, like, they just see Dale Doback and, like, they just beat the shit out of him.
How do you get your
Make
whole class to just like
Dale Doback.
rail
Was he like buddy?
bully
Was he
this
like time? I mean, recess?
recess?
Because it was like 4:30. They said.
Oh, it's probably after
I
school.
was gonna say,
Oh,
why are they
yeah.
not out there?
What? Dale, you're not looking dog shit.
No, 4:30 is pretty late.
Bro, it's just
They're
dog shit.
kids.
If you're referring to me as butt buddy, yes, I do have me. It's Brendan Huff. The one kid who punches him in the face was on Everybody Hates Chris.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like he straight up just fucking rocks his shit and then makes him lick white dog shit. If you don't come over here and lick that white dog shit, I'm gonna plow it into your nose with my fist. This is a 40-year-old man you're talking to. And like they've got like the seesaw and they're
Like, what do those kids do when they're like at the dinner table later that day with their parents? Like, oh, what'd you do today?
No, it's been-
They were in bed.
Bullied that.
You think Chris Gardaki's
Yeah,
dad is in the
Doback.
picture?
Gardaki.
Or do you think it's like Rick, his mom's new lover or something?
Yeah, probably not
love it.
biological.
That's why he's acting out.
Yeah, he just doesn't have a father figure. And then he sees a responsible adult male in a tuxedo on a bicycle coming back from a job interview and he lashes out. He's like, I have to fucking
Beat
fuck
this
guy up.
guy's ass. Make him look dog poop.
White dog.
Even worse.
It's like white chocolate, perhaps.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ferrell
Interesting
scream
flavor.
after it. And it cuts back to him like the black eyes.
Yeah,
The green beans, the wrap around his head.
You know what's neat? A Wizard of Oz with a flying monkey thing about a scary girl. And he heard about the fart. He's gonna.
It just kept going.
Oh, made us.
Everything out.
Next, I have the Prestige Worldwide presentation,
Oh, yeah.
which is kind of just Derek's whole birthday party.
Yeah.
One of my, I didn't have a best moment because I thought it was too hard to pin down. Mine genuinely might be when they're all laughing and Dale and Brennan are at the end of the table and they're like, ha ha ha, and Robert goes, shut the fuck up.
It's a golf club.
Catherine Odd jumping out of the stall. That just is insanity. The peas in the urinal.
God.
And then the whole presentation. Investors, possibly you. We
This
put
is
a little paper on it.
That's my boat.
Yeah, and of course leads into the
Done it.
iconic boats and hose.
Why?
That's
did
my
they
boat.
cut that out?
Yeah. Why? All right. So they had this video. They had all this footage that they were gonna present.
Obviously edited.
Yeah, that they were gonna present to Robert, who loves this boat more than anything, and it's his dream to retire and sail around the world in it. And they didn't edit out the destruction of the boat. And then when the boat crashes, and they're kind of just like,
They both go flying.
yeah, there's two angles.
Yeah, it was cut back to them.
Then it actually shows the crash into the rocks.
Yeah, it shows the
Like,
crash, and then they like fall, and then it cuts back.
It shows the deck like
I love their
crunching
car ride
in.
home.
Are you gonna invest or
Mr.
not?
Blunt.
You wrecked my fucking boat.
You goons.
gonna be at least 4 years before we can sail anyway. And you could care less.
I'm loving that when Nancy goes, I'm like, I thought what you did to his boat was horrid. That being said, you showed lots of creativity and inventiveness.
Like,
inventiveness.
No,
Well,
no,
if-
you're not.
If
No,
those
you're not.
two dudes like wrecked my boat, I would. He's valid.
No,
To
yeah,
crash out
valid
like
crash out.
Oh my god.
Valid
Crash
crash
out.
Also,
Like 20
some
plus
valid
years of
reassurance of the creativity as well.
like 20 plus
You're
years
trying.
of Dale being just a loser, coupled with like the last few months of him having a co-loser that's his wife's son, just all came to a head that day. He's just like, and that's when like at Christmas he's like, at some point it's got to matter how old they are. And when he's like,
But they're 40.
like
That's it, I'm waking them up. Oh, it's just a myth.
throw him down the
Where's
stairs.
They start
This is
freaking
Kareem's.
out. It starts freaking
Never ever wake up and say, oh, it's just a mess.
Just a man.
And my last one is the post-credit scene of them beating the shit out of children. It's just really funny. I probably missed a bunch because this whole movie is kind of just insane. Does anyone have any other ones?
I love the Kathleen.
The Kathleen Wine, yeah.
Yeah.
I love the Kathleen.
That's
It's silly of me to leave that out. That also is another one of my favorite moments with I haven't taken baby aspirin to reduce my risk of a heart attack. You gotta watch out. Gotta knock off the sweets. And they have like it's a truly funny observation.
I like the whole like montage of them. Well, it's only like the two, but then when they fuck with Derek when he's trying to sell the house.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
When
that's the
That's the Nazi.
SS Each of the Klansmen.
And
Dead
like,
bodies.
the one where Brennan's
Welcome to the
dad and you
neighborhood.
keep thinking.
I like this in the beginning when the first night they're like the before bed threats to each other. They're
Yeah.
What if
Hey, you don't say that.
Don't say
Bars of
that.
so and your mom are hillbilly.
This is learned doctors.
Also, like them
Curly.
becoming friends for the first time,
Yeah,
doing karate,
Yeah.
watching
building
the
bunk
bunk
beds.
bed.
fuck, what's
Yeah.
the Steven Seagal movie? Above the Law, I think.
Mhm. Yeah, above the law.
Should have been Out for Justice when he goes behind the bar. Memorabilia.
Memorabilia.
Any other ones?
My favorite is the Derek.
I think I'm gonna go with that too.
Just
I
his
think
whole
on
introduction.
this watch, that like 10-minute
Totally.
stretch made me laugh the hardest.
Dane Cook, yeah, it's so funny. The whole dinner,
Jack,
it's awesome.
I really like the second sleepwalking scene when they're just
The Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, yeah. Just that whole Christmas montage. Actually,
we've gotten a lot of mileage out of
Okay,
the Cheesecake Factories that have
Okay,
been
that's-
months.
Volcans.
There's a shot of him like sadly eating a cookie.
Yeah,
His face is like
smell like scotch and cheesecake.
but it's Christmas Eve.
Oh,
Merry Christmas.
He's just giving up.
Yeah,
Oh.
so-
His dream is gone.
It's
He's moving in with his friend Jack Hand.
Jack
Yeah,
Handle.
Jack Handle.
Jack Handle.
Billy, favorite scene?
It's really tight for me because I want to go with the Catalina fucking wine mixer, but I think I'm gonna do the Prestige Worldwide introduction video.
Black
Derek's
leather
birthday
gloves.
party.
Financial portfolio.
Financial portfolio.
Security.
Security.
Pat.
I think I'm going Catalina wine mixer on this
I
one.
like that.
Catalina wine mixer.
Fantastic ending.
It's awesome.
It's the Catalina wine mixer.
So funny.
Like that's right. I'm fucking miserable.
They're-
I had
they-
to wake up at 10 o'clock.
They saved the party.
They did.
They did the Billy Joel.
We strictly play 80s Joel, sir.
80s Billy Joel. 80s Billy Joel doo-wop sucks. he's like, hey, listen, motherfucker. I know
Listen,
you do
motherfucker.
80s Joel. Think you skank up your wife? Get the fuck out of here. There's this shot of Brendan.
That's it.
Shit.
Get him on, get him on.
Yeah, I never noticed that until
Yeah,
I
he
see
takes
this
them all.
countless times. Yeah, wriggle. That's why
He's the protection, man.
yeah.
he's
That's
the
why he was like,
enforcer.
he's like, you want me to shut this down, D-man?
But when Brennan and Dal get up on stage and Derek says like get them off, nobody goes up and gets them off.
Yeah.
Well, then he was moved to tears by
He
their
was.
performance. Sound he makes. he gives when he like gives Brendan his props for putting on a good event, and then he's just like, "There's something still about your face,"
face.
and then just tits, and he walked off screen. Brandy, here, just gonna eat your dick.
dick.
Best quote. This is absolutely loaded. I went with just one that I think over all the years has made me laugh the most, and I might quote the most, and it's Alice, honey, come on, Dane Cook, pay-per-view, 20 minutes, let's go. Just like, that's the cherry on top of an amazing sequence. And just like, of course he's watching a Dane Cook pay-per-view. He's probably going fishing with Dane.
Oh yeah.
Given, Super Chef Bobby Flay, the Cubes, like, their paths have crossed.
There's just so many. I mean, we've said so many already.
Yeah.
That is probably the one, like,
I think that's
that I
number
say the
one. I would
most.
say.
One that I was laughing at really hard this time is at the Catalina Wine Mixer when Dale's like, man, I'm miserable. I had to wake up at 10 a.m. this morning.
Trying to wake up at 10 a.m.
It's great.
We go to Outback Steakhouse.
But yeah,
We're
we've
fond
said
of
we've said so many already.
Yeah.
Just all of those are
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Another nominee. I used Ninja Focus to slow my heart rate down.
Very.
That's baller. Having Ninja Focus.
Mm-hmm.
Jack.
Another great one I don't think we mentioned.
Focus.
Rumpus time is
over.
over.
Yeah.
Rumpus time is
I'll
over.
forget that.
And then this one got a lot of laughs out of us, but when he's rubbing his nuts on the drum set, he's like, don't want to miss a spot.
Don't wanna miss a spot.
I don't think he covered the whole area of the drum either.
No, he just.
It's a big drum and just
Wanna
one
miss a
ball
spot.
sack.
I have a lot more, but there's just another one that stood out to us. But very beginning, like after the Mr. Novak's presentation, and they're getting ready to have sex. Whatever. He's like, I have a boat. I want to retire. And I want to sail around the world. Just,
I have a boat.
Sweet Jesus, I love Korean food.
So awesome.
so many
I
more.
have
There's just so many.
lose a home. He's like, and that part became going crazy. Billy,
I have so many, but I'll only
go do.
I'll
Yeah,
lay
go
a couple
through it
out. So I have sticks and stones may break my bones, but I'm gonna kick you repeatedly in the balls, Gardaki.
Gardaki.
They come into a school, a chopper.
Crazy.
Shit out of kids.
Steel Enterprise.
Steel Enterprise.
It's a fucking pilot.
I have what Bob? I have Bob when he goes, but he didn't when he's talking about being a dinosaur, but he didn't really say that. He said, "Stop being a fucking dinosaur and get a job."
I said, okay, Pop.
There's a Derek one went after the divorce, and he goes, "I've got to say I could have called this one."
The two biggest dickheads who been living in your house.
When they
Why do you
become
like money?
when Brent and Dale become friends, I have Dale going, "I would follow you into the mist of Avalon if that's what you mean." But then my favorite is, I just smoked a J in my car a few minutes ago, so feeling a little spacey.
Spacey.
You looking at Kimasabi.
Everything he said.
But
when
you
he's
won't.
halfway up the treehouse is just the funniest
Yeah,
fucking lines.
It's
of the whole
it's just like his the upper half of his body. No one's mentioned I haven't had a
I
carb
haven't
since
had carb since
2004.
It's a great one.
Since 2004.
He hadn't had a-
check these babies out.
He hadn't had a carb in 4 years.
I leave these up with keels in the shop.
This is what I live with every day.
He's already fucking oiled up. Like he was at dinner with
Very tan.
we never see his face.
Yeah, like putts. And it's just,
Like I was like they had to get some like ab model. Be like, all right, just lift your shirt for
Yeah,
1 second in the Derek wardrobe.
All oiled up.
yeah, keels.
Where did you find out who that guy was?
Yeah, who was it?
Whose abs were those?
Adam Scott. Yeah, it for all the Severance viewers. Is it weird watching this movie now?
It wasn't.
Yeah,
I was
strange.
Because
I was
this is
whoa,
like
that's the guy
really
from Severance.
my
It wasn't for me. I was more thinking like he's just like he's so good.
He also
Yeah,
did
He's really good.
Parks
he's
and
on
Rec
the
after this
yeah
too.
Parks
That's
and
where
Rec.
I
I think
was-
that
That's where I big
that and
mainly
Step
know
Brothers
him from, because I
right.
saw Parks and Rec before Step Brothers,
Mhm.
and yeah, it's just like, but he's amazing.
he plays an incredible douchebag.
He does. Derek Hoff.
Pat, do you have a best quote?
Oh, they go.
Oh, it was Dane Cook.
Yeah.
Six
Pay-per-view,
man.
20 minutes.
I'm going Randy. Rob Riggle just makes me laugh.
I'm totally with you 100%. He's hands down the best in every movie. He's probably like
He goes for it.
He's
Yeah,
always
a
the sixth
1,000
man.
for two.
yeah.
He might be in
1,000%.
21 Jump Street a bit too much.
That's
but
what I was gonna say. Like if we were talking 21 Jump Street, he's in six man.
Is he ever
might
a
be
lead?
No,
in any-
No.
no, he's always just there. But he always makes me laugh.
But yeah, I'm going with him.
Yeah.
But
Jack?
I like Old Dude and Brendan has a man Jen.
Yeah.
I also like
I nominated him
Seth
as well.
Rogen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the sporting
We
goods
didn't. We haven't
store.
really talked about the job.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it was all
Damn.
great.
Ham.
Oprah,
the
Barbara
farm.
Walters, your wife. Fuck one, marry one, kill one. Go. We're done. Where he's just like, how much money do you make before taxes?
That was a
Come on,
great
we're interviewing you.
montage.
They're in fucking suits.
Pat, do you have or Billy, do you have a 6 million?
I had a few. I have Chris Gardaki as one. I liked Denise, the therapist, too. Just constantly like putting in the like most professional manner, non-sexual way at all. I'm proud of you.
Lumberjack.
Yeah, cleaning the shoes a big time liar, but I think I'm gonna go off. I obviously have Rob Riggle also,
Yeah.
but I liked the guy when they first come to the house, the blind neighbor Don. He's just,
Hey, Don.
Cinnamon.
Hey, Don.
Can I come
Hey,
over
Don.
and touch your face?
Can I come over later and touch your face?
Hey,
Yeah,
Don.
cinnamon. Cinnamon.
Sure.
Sure.
Hey, Don.
Banana.
Hey, Don.
Did anyone have a best shot?
I like
I couldn't really.
when they both whack each other in the fight.
I had that too, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's the only one I got.
When they both what?
Whack each other at the
Oh,
same time.
That kind of ties in with like best moment. Yeah,
The, like
that's what I
golf
had,
club.
yeah.
And, yeah. Bad.
I had
Oh,
fucking fun.
I did have another one. Just I'm in on the back of the boat, like in the hoodies, just like when he kicks him
yeah.
off the boat.
You know what I think my favorite shot might be? It's kind of just more of a favorite moment, but it's all one shot. After he kicks him off, how fucking proud of himself
Yeah.
Dale looks.
Yeah.
He's like got this little smirk. It's like, it made me laugh.
Best shot, probably just.
There's some
that
good shots of
boat-
Catalina.
boat to nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the performance of them like when he does the and Dell is
Rock the fuck
Rock
out
the
of those
fuck out of
drums
those
down.
drums
I
down.
was like,
Sorry.
I forgot about the sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, rock the- Sorry.
Sorry.
fucking Catalina.
Best moment? There's too many for me to pick from. I'd probably be between the Rob Riggle shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and that.
Or you know what I love? I love when they've got the night vision goggles and Brennan turns on.
I can't believe.
Yeah, they just move right past it.
Best moment. I really like. John C. Reilly and Catherine Kahn's conversation outside, like for the first time. Just there.
So awkward. So
It's
uncomfortable.
They're so funny.
Coming, honey, I'm just talking to Dale.
I had a few. I had the kick off the back of the boat. I had them hitting each other in the head with the baseball bat and the golf club, and then the turning on the lights, and then I had the bunk beds collapsing,
Oh yeah, of course.
and then Brendan getting spanked.
Yeah.
Certain behaviors. He's like,
Your next, mister. Yes, sir.
Your next, Mister. Yes, sir, is also up there for me. That's made me laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Billy, did you have a best moment?
Yeah, I had when Brendan and Dale were fighting, when he opens the door, Cinnamon, the dog, is right there, and Will Ferrell starts to
doing that.
attack, and his screams are
Why is it
fucking
really
hilarious.
legs throughout the.
It's like,
Yeah, he's just like tearing at his pants.
Hopping over
Will
one leg
Ferrell's
from the
It's fucking
yard.
vicious. Pat, did you have a best moment?
Obviously, nutsack on the drums.
Oh yeah.
Not set on the drum set.
And
Don't want to miss a spot.
I do like the first night Robert and Derek meet. They have a super awesome high five. That was sick.
Robert, speak about me again.
And I just like maybe you put this into scene, but moment when they're asking for permission to build the bunk beds.
I
and
don't.
They're not.
give a fuck.
They won't go until they
Yeah,
get
they
explicit.
so
Yes.
This is the funnest night ever.
Dale, no power tools.
Oh, brush my teeth.
Toothbrush.
No, that's not your toothbrush.
Oh, I'm doing it anyway.
Still going.
There's like a hockey stick. The cat's like, no, it's like the one you get in
The
the
big
store.
pencil.
It's like flat pieces of wood.
For activities.
Do aerobics. Ed Harris.
This is how
Who could Ed Harris have played? I chose Robert.
Yeah, same here.
I didn't just because I don't want to take him out.
That's right. I love Rich
I
Jake.
put him as just like he can be one of the people giving an interview to him through the.
Oh yeah, I could, like the guy they're like fuck one, marry one, kill one. I
Yeah.
could see that.
Yeah, just him throw him in there.
The hell out of here.
Robert out.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of why I love Robert.
It would be funny to see him like just given those lines, but like I don't think he.
Yeah, him delivering your failures.
Yeah.
Failures.
I actually have a good. I just thought of a good role for him.
Hmm.
He's probably a guest at the Catalina wine mixer that's going to lease a helicopter.
Mhm.
Mm. Yeah, like right in the
Yeah,
scene
he could
where
be the
like
pilot at the end standing behind.
Yeah.
they can like write in a scene where he's like talking to Brennan about leasing a helicopter. I can see that. Maybe he plays himself.
Yeah. Or like and it's just like
that.
and he's only there for a brief moment, like after like from a different scene, starting a new one, and he's just like, yeah, we'll talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they shake hands.
Yeah.
Billy, do you have Ned Harris?
I do. So I would hate to take him out, but I have Randy. I'd just like to see a psycho Ed be like Derek's right hand man.
Ed Harris gonna eat your dick. Pat?
I wouldn't want to change any of the main cast. I think everyone's too perfect.
Yeah.
I think he'd be the good therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Professional Ed.
Mm-hmm. Is this the plot of Good Will Hunting?
Sounds a lot like the plot of Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, anyway. Best friend Ben Affleck.
Or you could, have him be like a fourth brother.
maybe
Add him
you write in
somehow.
Brennan's father.
Oh.
Maybe Mary Steenburgen was married to Ed Harris. The Don't Do It Blard Safety Never Takes a Holiday Award for Excellence in On-Screen Bravery. I have Dale deciding to get up on the stage and play the drums after the Billy Joel cover band crashes out.
I can nearly think of it. I don't know
That was the only thing.
I got right before Brendan's about to touch the drums.
Yeah.
They're like, don't do it, Brendan.
Don't do
Like, you see him in the doorway. In the doorway, there's like the loud music starts playing, and you see him look at the drum.
Fuck you, Dale! Fuck you!
Don't do it, Brendan.
I also got going up on stage.
He's like, I'm gonna play music for a sad world.
Boats and hoes.
He's so like, I'm boats and hoes.
Offbeat.
Get off the stage, dick. You're like throwing shit at him.
Everyone's throwing stuff.
Bill, do you have a Don't Do It Blard?
Yeah, I had it as the Prestige Worldwide when they pulled the microphones out and the projectors.
There's like the heavy, we're like,
check. Like,
probably wonder why we all gathered here.
At that
Side
moment,
Gary's birthday.
I'm just like, don't do it, Huff. Don't do it, go back.
Oh my god. Any we ran through the categories. Is there any other notes or
Why is the dog poo gotta be white?
It's a dog poop.
Makes you
is
gross.
it? I've never had a dog.
What?
So we just
You
have
just let it, like if you don't
If you don't pick
just
it up,
gets-
like old dog.
So that's why it's like this dog.
It's like really rock solid.
Yeah, gets all shriveled, changes color.
Oh yeah, I've experienced.
Yeah,
that.
oh yeah.
Ew.
Oh, yeah.
Does it make you think of this movie? When you see
Dude, I used to have a lab
Yeah,
that
actually, yeah.
drop.
No, it's definitely going to.
It makes me think about licking it.
Oh my god.
You ever acted on those urges?
No, hopefully not.
Nice.
I got 2 pluses and a minus.
Okay.
The minus, the stupid kids.
Chris
They're
Gardner.
so annoying.
Kids suck.
Shut your mouth, essay.
Singing.
Yeah.
White girl.
The, they're kids.
Oh, I thought you meant Mr.
No,
Gardaki.
They're
Oh.
kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they
So annoying. I hate
suck.
them.
Mr. Gardaki.
Singing in the car.
She's
They think they're so cool singing.
Dad, what's this
I
guy's
want to
deal?
like.
No offense to those two, but I can see them
What's this
being
guy's
like they're definitely like at Comic Cons.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah.
think that's what
The son was in the oral history. Like they interviewed him.
Okay.
I don't know if that doesn't rule anything out. Just saying he's been heard from.
But actually, probably.
I got a plus for makeshift bunk beds. Bunk beds in general.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I would bump that.
And a plus for Guitar Hero. We got Jonathan playing Guitar Hero. I did not give a plus for nachos because the nachos he makes, the nachos he put in the microwave are not the same nachos.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I can't give him a plus for that. Different plates of nachos.
I do have a question for Just Billy.
Okay.
What'd you watch on?
Flix Baba.
Really?
I couldn't find it anywhere streaming, man.
Flix
Dude,
Baba.
What was
I-
the move recently?
I had to.
Glad we're keeping it alive.
I had to hop on.
I dusted
Good.
off the old DVD.
Yeah.
Had for ages. I don't have a
yeah,
Blu-ray.
We had title drop, obviously.
Yeah, we were stepbrothers. No gambling, but it's mentioned.
It is mentioned.
No
And no freeze frame.
Yeah,
No
it was
free
mentioned.
stream.
1 for 30.
I actually did give this a plus 2 for the sick handshake that
Nice.
Yeah,
Randy
nice.
and Derek had.
Love it.
I like when there's when it cuts to Brennan asking if he can get the Catalina wine mixer, like right before there's like a shot just in the office building of 2 guys walking down the hall and they high five.
Or like when they're walking through the offices for the interview, they just
Yeah,
shove all the papers down.
Mm-hmm. One of them like body checks someone.
Yeah, he's like actually like, does like a spin.
Yeah, it's like,
And who is this man sitting behind you?
ooh, baby. I look stupid. You are wearing tuxedos for a job that requires you to clean bathrooms.
Get out of my office.
Appearances are everything. Pam.
No, yeah, they were
Pan.
looking good.
Pam.
Pan.
When she commanded.
Tux,
Pam and
2
Pam.
Pam.
I think I can help with a Pam scenario.
Why couldn't you just write it on a
Pam.
Show
We're
your
obviously having
Show-
fun.
show- 2 M's.
Just show your mouth.
It's like calm.
If Dale didn't fart in the Seth Rogen
Yeah, but
interview, like the rest of the movie doesn't happen.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, they would have gotten it.
He's like, I just want to hang out with some guys in Florida.
Tuxedos, you know, it's funny. It's ironic. Get it.
Is that onion?
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
Onion
I
ketchup.
taste it.
I
I
taste
taste
it.
on my tongue.
Now the tuxes are kind of fucked up.
It's just a small room. Anything else?
What a movie. Amazing.
One of my favorite
Hilarious.
comedies. One of the
Hilarious
Oh.
from beginning to
one
end.
of the movies that makes me laugh.
I will pose this question. Me and Pat, we were talking about this earlier. Could you construct a Mount Rushmore of your favorite comedy movies?
Oh God,
There's a lot to think of.
I
Yeah, off the
really,
dome.
I really love Tropic Thunder. I love this. After that, it's a little dicey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets rough. Like I love those two.
Kicking and
I love
screaming
Mean
for me.
Girls.
Mean Girls is
Mean
on
Girls
there.
is
yeah.
amazing. I love Superbad.
Talladega
Superbad.
Nights.
Talladega Nights. Yeah.
Talladega
Mount Rushmore.
Nights.
We were thinking of there were so many. too.
Yeah.
Oh God. There's, and then fuck. There was one I was just thinking of. I really love.
I
Yeah.
came up with my Mount Rushmore.
What's
Here.
lay it on us?
Step Brothers did not make it,
Ooh.
but I still love Step
Yeah.
Brothers.
Let's hear it.
Tropic Thunder, Anchorman, Norbit's on there.
Is it real?
It is on there, and I think 13 Going on 30 is on
What?
my Mount
Okay.
Rushmore.
Great movies.
I love 13
Great
Going on 30.
movies.
That's
I
what
love
that's what I'm
Starman.
going with.
I
Would you take? So you take 13 in terms of like chick flicks. You take 13 Going on 30 over Mean Girls.
over Mean
I'm
Girls?
taking it over.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's die up.
That's
I'm not
a
saying
tough
it's better,
decision for
just
me.
the one I like more.
Interesting.
Also, I love Mark Ruffalo. He just, there's something about him.
All 6 stones, Tony.
I'm probably going for mine. I'm probably going like Caddyshack, Kicking
Yeah.
and Screaming, Mean Girls,
Kicking and Screaming is underrated.
and I think I throw Napoleon Dynamite on there.
I do love Napoleon Dynamite. I love two that aren't like
Love
as like
Fallen Dove.
I love Walk Hard. Walk
Hard's
Hard's amazing,
hilarious.
and I think I'm the only one here who's seen this, but Black Dynamite. Is it just me?
Yeah.
That's it. We'll do it eventually, maybe. Then, if you guys want to see, it's one of the. I think it's one of the movies that makes me laugh the most. It's like it's a Michael J. White movie, the martial artist. It's like a parody of like 70s blaxploitation movies, like Shaft or like Superfly. I love that movie. But yeah, it's too hard for me to go off the top of the dome. I'd say it's probably Tropic Thunder, Step Brothers are locked. Superbad is highly likely. Then after that, it's
I'd probably have to go like
Why?
Tropic Thunder, Tropic Thunder, Step Brothers, Kicking and Screaming, and I don't even know what I would pick for my 4th.
because then you got like I'm just thinking of this era, but then like you said Caddyshack, that like there's 90s stuff. There's
Norbit.
Is Norbit on
I
yours?
It
love
might be,
Norbit.
yeah. I think
Norbit
Norbit's the.
closes it out.
I think Norbit
So-
closes it out for me.
if you were to rank those, where would Norbit rank? Like, would you take it over Anchorman or Tropic Thunder?
I think I would probably go in the order I listed them.
That's how, yeah.
So Norbit 2?
No, number 3,
3.
probably.
I think we're the only people really keeping the Norbit hive alive.
Man. I've been
I don't know if it- I don't know if it gets talked about that much. It was not a very well received movie, but
Yeah, I've
we
never
hear
seen it before. You guys.
we hear
I mean,
that-
it's been on.
I'd always
Do you
know.
have like nostalgia for it or no?
No,
Just us watching it.
I-
Watching it?
you're the only
Yeah.
one who had seen it.
Oh, I've seen it.
Before.
I've seen it. I have
Just
the
us-
DVD.
I've seen it. I've seen it a few times now, but like I saw it for the first time a couple of years ago with Jack.
Yeah,
And
and
you loved it.
somehow sit down watching it 3 times together.
I have sat down and
Yeah.
watched Norbit 3 times.
Every time it's just
How did
as
that
funny.
happen? Once with
Once it was me. It was when David was at school.
school, yeah. So you
The three of us ran it. Then we ran it again. I think one time you were just like, "Let's watch Norbit."
We did it again.
And then David, we had sat down and watched it twice. David had never seen it.
Yeah. And we've seen it twice before. David even probably knew what No, I knew what it was, but just
I remember always
It's a
seeing
movie.
I could watch it right now.
I remember
caught
always
it.
seeing the
I'd pull
DVD
up.
cover.
honestly, though, I
And
think I'd rather watch.
Rasputin's laying on Norbit. He's like, and it's like Eddie Murphy, Norbit.
It's terrible.
All right.
But I don't know how much I'm watching it by myself. I would.
I'd run
Wait,
solo.
it's a-
over it.
We gotta just
Oh,
run
it's
through
a
all
great
these
group
comedies,
watch.
too.
The Well is like there's
Comedies are they're easy to
and then
talk
there's
about.
still The Hangover,
They're so easy to
Hot
talk about.
Rod. Like there's a lot.
Lights of Glory.
Blades of Glory. Wet Hot American Summer is awesome.
Yeah,
That movie's hilarious. Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Forgetting Sarah.
It's a great.
I'm a
one.
big Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh, that's of course. I haven't seen that in years. But as a kid, if you could tell, I'm a really
Happy
big.
Gilmore.
I'm a big dork. Happy
Tommy
Gilmore.
Boy.
I love Billy
Tommy
Madison.
Madison.
There's almost unlimited.
Nacho Libre.
I wonder at what comedy would we be doing when we're scraping the bottom of the barrel? Not even like Holmes and Watson, but we're just like, oh, like the well is running out. Like I wonder like what movie it would have to be where like because like we can rip through so many of these.
Yeah.
Would probably be Holmes and Watson.
Holmes and Watson. That would be underneath the floor of the barrel.
Floor would probably be like if we decided to do a Paul Blart 2 pod,
Yeah.
then I'd be
That,
like,
I think
oh,
that
fuck.
might be worse than. I would rather watch Holmes and Watson probably.
Paul Blart too.
Paul Blart too.
I have seen Paul Blart 2 in its entirety. I have not seen Holmes and Watson in its entirety. Whether that's a case of I haven't given Holmes and Watson its due, or
We need to get
One
Paul
was
Blart too,
watchable.
it's due.
How long is Holmes and Watson?
probably like 140. Can't be that
I'm
long.
gonna say 130.
An hour 30 exactly.
Whoa.
So I've probably watched an hour 30 combined.
I don't remember how far.
Have you guys seen
My
it in
sit-ins.
theaters?
I haven't seen it.
Really?
Well, I've never seen all of it.
I haven't seen it either.
Well, I don't think any of us have. I've tried, and it's
I don't know how the movie
Watson?
ends.
Really?
We turned it on like a couple times.
Yeah, we tried it.
We turned it on, watched it for 20 minutes, and we turned it off.
Yeah,
That's
it's
my-
20 minutes of garbage.
That's my only because I love those two so much. I don't want to see something where I'm like, this is terrible.
Does Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly both? They probably just don't admit that it's not.
I don't
good.
think the movie really gets talked about much.
Yeah,
these
like
days.
I don't
Yeah.
think anybody ever.
Like, do you
talks
think
about
they're
that.
like?
Yeah, I'm sure if you went up to them, they would.
Yeah, that's the end of the barrel.
10% on Rotten.
Or you think
Oh,
John C.
yeah.
Riley would like compare?
25% for the audience score.
Oh.
You think John C. Riley compares it to like Boogie Nights or like some of his PTA work? He's like, I really think it's some of my best stuff. Like, no, they're probably both just like.
Yeah, we easily.
A
forget about
1.6
I
on
should forget about that one.
Letterboxd.
Yeah, people hate it.
I remember when it came out, like everyone was walking out.
Oh. Poor guys.
We had, happens. So
Crazy.
Step Brothers, that was fun.
Yeah.
Wrap it up. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll have an episode dropping next week.
Yeah, we'll have an older one
Mhm.
that's still in the archive, but we'll be back recording 2 weeks. We're gonna do Zombieland.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice. So we're done.
Do you? Or,
I got my random topic
Okay.
of the week.
All right.
oh, is this like a thing now?
I got a topic since we
Kinda
finished the
hungry.
discussion.
What is it?
So we got a lot of toothpaste talk. How many types of gloves can we come up with?
Types of
Glove
gloves.
talk.
I really want to eat.
I don't even know what that means.
Types of gloves. They got
Latex
winter
gloves.
gloves. It's like single-use latex gloves.
Garden gloves.
Garden gloves. I didn't think of that.
Hockey gloves.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're just
hockey
coming up with
gloves.
different.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you're saying make your.
Football gloves.
Football
Like
gloves.
sports gloves.
Yeah.
Gold
so you're
gloves
just
for, like,
gonna
soccer.
put on
Oh, yeah.
sports gloves.
Fingerless.
Football.
Fingerless
Fingerless.
gloves.
Mittens.
Mittens.
I don't like mittens. They're so restricted.
Mittens are the best.
Yeah, you're a mitten hater. I don't know for what reason.
Oven mitt.
Oven
Yeah,
mitt.
oven mitt.
And then those like big like welding gloves that like go down your
Oh, yeah.
Oh
arm.
yeah.
Biohazard gloves. I guess that
Oh,
was,
that's that's different than the single use.
yeah.
Yeah, they're like the rubber
Can we
ones.
put plastic gloves?
Those are single use.
I didn't hear that.
So we just watched an episode of It's Always Sunny, like wheelchair gloves. So you don't like
Gloves?
callus your fingers.
Yeah.
You just wear like special gloves.
Oh, they have like opera gloves, like the fancy.
Oh, yeah, the
white
fancy
ones
white gloves,
that
yeah.
they use on their instruments.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson gloves.
A lot of different gloves.
Yeah.
We just listed 14.
That's good.
You
That's
wouldn't,
14
you wouldn't think
gloves.
of there's that many types of gloves.
Oh
No,
I
not until now.
There's probably so many we're missing too.
Oh yeah. Like yeah.
The Stardust gloves.
The AJ Styles gloves.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to.
I think those all just go into the same category.
Yeah.
Because then it'd just be like
Decorative gloves.
every single WWE superstar you can name. Well, not everyone, but a lot of them wear gloves.
I could not think of another pair of gloves.
Me either.
Not beats me.
Oh, the gloves that you put on to clean your dishes with the scrubbing.
The big yellow ones.
Yeah, the big yellow ones.
Yeah.
Like, and then like the ones with like the bristles on it.
Oh, the weird
Yeah.
sticky thing. Yeah.
Yeah, those two.
That's 15 kinds of
It's
gloves.
15.
That we just thought of.
offer up. I'm sure if we took more time to think of more, then we'd easily come up with like probably 20, 25 pairs of gloves. Nose picking gloves. New gadget. New gadget.
Lasagna gloves.
They all would find great use with some nose picking gloves.
Yeah.
The gloves from Mission Impossible that stick.
Ooh.
Those
can
are
count it.
actually that's actually cool.
Count it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Bye.
Zombieland.
See
We'll
you
see
later,
you.
Zombieland.
Bye.
Bye.
Shut the fuck up!